Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here. I'm kind of playing with the camera and not happy with where I need to tighten a screw, but I'm not going to do it now because it'll throw things off. This is Scrap Squad Sunday, and I'm taking you on a world tour with the Around the World in 30 Days hop, the entire month of August. And I'm trying to do, so far I've done it, a video every day. Sometimes I combine it as I'm doing here. But I love this lift. It's a light color. It's all Cocoa Vanilla, and it's by Tara McLean, who's on the Cocoa Vanilla design team. And it's got a lot of fairly monochrome paper strips behind the photo, and the color of the pool water is about the same as the monochrome, and it's stitched onto a background. I'm going to use a black background, and I have pulled paper scraps from previous Mind the Scrap kits. I've gone back to my Scrap Backwards kit, which is made up of previous Mind the Scrap kits, and I've used so much of the June kit. I was waiting for it to come in to scrapbook my Bristol photos, and I was I've kind of gone through a lot of it. I'm going to use some of that today, but I'm about ready to move all of that into my Scrap Backwards kit because I have a brand new kit, the August kit, that should be arriving any day. I'm hoping it comes today, in fact. So, having said all that, my colors are going to be brighter, and I'm using some packaging, and basically I'm going to have a larger photo with a bunch of strips behind it that are larger in scale. I'm going to have a smaller photo with a bunch of smaller scale strips behind. And then I'm going to do a bunting banner kind of a thing and a cloud, and the title's going to be Good Times, or Good Vibes rather. And I might possibly work in some of this electrical tape because it has numbers, and you know, things are about numbers. And I've got some plaid flare and all kinds of goodies. And I've got a bumblebee, because we call him Bee. And I've got a tropical leaf, and I'm not quite sure how that might work in, but it just, I got this goofy idea that I wanted to do that, and I've got a green ticket. I have two green tickets, in fact. Well, actually this is sort of a tag, but what I may do is tear that. I am going to do that. I'll tear that. I can use it for something else. In fact, I may even tear it in two and just use a small bit of it like that. And I'm going to staple it together. And that just kind of, when I'm scrapping a sporting event or a concert or anything that you might buy a ticket to, it's fun to put tickets. And I like tickets just as trim for the color anyway. I also think this is perfect. He doesn't look happy in there. So let's just, I'm gonna lay this down as a backdrop. It's packaging from the an ephemera pack from Sweet Rush. Let me put it, I'll weight things towards the bottom, and then I may put some things underneath this and some above it, and we'll see. And I'm going to do this one kind of squared right there with that one another ephemera pack from Sweet Rush. And I just love this background. It's one of my favorite papers in the collection, and I used it on a layout recently, the paper, that is. And so I'm happy to have that pattern again. Okay, so the photos, I'm gonna put some foam behind them so that I can stick stuff behind them. I'll make it fairly small and prop them up and have a some room to tuck things in underneath, but I'm going to go ahead and put them on first, and I'm just going to center this like that, and I'll center this like, actually on this one, I think I'm gonna move it over to the right, and then I can have some strips over there. So I'm gonna go with the small one first. I'm just gonna kind of tuck that there, and then I will take this one and do it right up next to it, and there. And this one is under, this one is over, and I kind of like that because that wouldn't happen if I had longer strips of paper. I'm gonna put this right here underneath, and I'm gonna prop it up on the end. I'm gonna curl it and put a little piece of foam right down by the curl to kind of hold that up, and I'm gonna do that. I like how that looks, and then I'll just put this one down flat up here, and I'm gonna put that one underneath and this one up above. And I don't know about you, but I've spent way too much time in my lifetime trying to figure out how somebody did something like that without even thinking for a minute that that was cut in two pieces. So I like playing with it now and confusing, you know, even myself, I suppose. I'm gonna cut this into two pieces, or two small pieces, and kind of okay, I'll do that. I'll go behind there. I don't like how that looks when it's behind there. So maybe I'll do something like that. And similarly, whoops, I put the glue on the wrong side. I will toss that because I will never use that other side. I'm gonna do this, maybe way up under there. And kind of like that. And this needs to be straightened out. There we go. Okay, and now I've got an orange one, which could go behind that and off to the side. So let me try that. I'm gonna take actually this wider piece and do that with it. I'm gonna do this. And kind of step it down a bit. Not that much. And then I'm gonna do this one. I need to do it under here too, I guess. And I'm gonna put it behind the yellow and move it, whoops, up and a bit over. And I've just ruined the lift on that one, but I'll redo it. Okay, and this will come down a little bit. No, it needs to go up further, so I'll just cut something off of it. What these photos are is that's the his senior football photo, and this is the scoreboard from last night's scrimmage, and our team, the good guys, won 35-20. It was, they looked good. Oops, I've got this on the wrong side. I'm not doing anything right here. I'm gonna do this there, so that sticks down below everything else. All right, now I'm going to use this orange bit. Maybe there. And I kind of want to leave that open. I don't really want to cover it a lot. So okay, and I think I might leave these out so that I can leave that there. But I'll keep them over here, and now we're going to do something similar. I didn't use, okay, I had some of this gray, and I like this gray a lot, so maybe it could go like that, because I want to use it on the other side. There we go. All right. And now I'm going to do them in a little bit different order, just so that I end up with a different look. This is was the last sheet in the tablet, I guess. Let me trim that off because that's going to bother me. Okay, that works. And I couldn't do that if I didn't have a sharp blade in there. Let's go. Oh my goodness, I'm out of adhesive. Well, well, well. I'm not going to take the time to do it. I'm going to go over here and use some of these guys. I'm going to put that down there. Just, what did I do? I cut 2 pieces. Well, we may as well use it. I'm going to go here with that. And then I'm going to take this off and put it on there, and this is really tacky adhesive. I got it from Spiegel Mom Scraps, and it is amazing. And I'm glad I had it on my desk. Sometimes when I peel these up, the adhesive stays behind, and so I then just pick up the adhesive with whatever object I'm wanting to glue. And I've used it for flare mostly, but I think it's going to work just fine for what I'm doing here. I'm going to go deep under here, leaving a little bit of a blue margin there, and it's going to leave a fuchsia margin down here. I don't know that these little dots are in the Spiegel Mom Scraps website for sale. I think they're just, they're a trial sort of a thing. And I would say that I might order them when they are available. Okay, now I'm going to use this gray one, which will be kind of my main one. Let me see. I'm just going to cut it, and we'll go shorter. There's some more stuff. I think this one is straight. It's hard to tell because the white lines on there are wonky. They're a little bit wavy. And so yeah, that I kind of wanted it to go down like that, and then it can kind of cover up some of this. And so let me trim that off and get a perfectly straight line and do that. Okay, and let me get a if I had any suggestion, see this left, no, it carried the adhesive with it. It would be to have a little tab. Assuming that you wanted the adhesive to stay behind, which it doesn't really make that much difference, I suppose. Okay, we want to go over this way some, and no one's going to notice that the double line goes here and it's different from the line down there, right? You wouldn't have noticed it unless I told you, right? So I want the banner, it goes down here. I want it to go up here. And I think it's just fine like that. And I will use one of these little guys and let that be what holds it to the paper. And I'm not going to have any yellow down here, so that's going to confuse people. Let's do this maybe just right there. And I'm going to pull one of these guys and stick it down once. And I've used this pattern already, I just noticed. But I think that's okay. And that is not on there straight. So what do I do? Let's see, I'm gonna put this one above and below. It's going to come out almost to the end there. Let me get some adhesive. And I'm almost done, I think. So almost to the end of there and a little bit onto there, but I don't have one of those down there, so I will do this. I'm almost done with papers. I have some embellishing to do, and that's going to be fun. I think I'll leave the pink out, the pink ledger paper that I have here, because I really want that to show. And I'm going to have to embellish it so you don't notice that it's crooked. But it should be okay. And this goes, oh, oops. It's not wide enough to bridge that gap, so I'm going to have to use something there. And I'll go ahead and let that be low. But I didn't use the squared off line. So what can I do there? There's where maybe I could use just a little. I didn't use any of this, so I can have some of that down there. Like so. And like so, maybe. It's not quite the right placement. I'm just gonna leave this part, and I won't have a matching piece on top. So how's that? Okay, there we are. Now, let's add in some other colors. I think I'm done with these scraps, and Sandy Reversky taught me to pitch my scraps, and I've been a much happier scrapper ever since I started doing that. It's amazing how freeing it is. Okay, so I have these tickets, and I thought maybe they could go somewhere by this. Well, actually, let's put them over here by the stadium, because that's where you buy the tickets, or that's where you use your tickets. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to use one of these, one or two of these squares to prop it up. I need to be sure I put in the, okay, there. And then I thought I might do a flare there. Let's see, I like this one for over here. And this blue one might be a good one to use there. It's got a little green in it. And blue, which is the, and because this is a picture of him, I'm going to put it over here and have the bee on it. Okay, and I do want to use this, and I'm going to take some of my Big Mama foam, and that is available at either Spiegel Mom Scraps, or I just noticed it on the Dotting About Flair website. I just put in a nice order of a August release, which was a huge, mega exciting release that Adam announced yesterday, and I needed to get it in so it can come with my design team box, and also all of the orders that have been placed and have had postal issues. I'm gonna do this maybe. I want it there. See, if I do it right here, there's this black bit that's showing, and I don't like that. So I want it to overlap that photo, and then it can go there, and maybe then another flare could go right under here, or some other embellishment. So let's see what we're gonna do. I like this that says Dream Plan Do, because Barrett is in that. He's entering his senior year, and he's kind of evaluating his prospects for his future. And, you know, as a younger kid, he always imagined playing football in college. And in fact, he's been working towards that. But he's come to realize that at his size, that may be easier said than done, but he's not giving up working for it, but he's got contingency plans. So he's a bright, really amazing young man. I like that right there. And I like, because it's round and it's blue amid the orange and the other colors, it really stands out, and I like that. Now, I've got this label that I thought I could use to do, and here's me looking for my tape runner. I thought it could be used for writing a date or something, some kind of journaling sort of thing. And I can do it, maybe tie it in to this. See, I'm trying to get rid of the fact that this is in there crooked. So if I make this crookeder and slide it under, it kind of, or if I bring it out like that, And that's down there. That's never gonna, that's never gonna come up. Okay, it came up. So I don't like any of those things that I was doing with it. So I could do it like this under here. And maybe this is where I want to use the tropical leaf. That kind of hides it, doesn't it? I don't like hiding that much of an embellishment without cutting off the part that's hidden so that I can use it someplace else. So this adds the green over here because I've got that green ticket up there, and I think we're good. Okay, here's this big old cloud and the good vibes and the banner. I think I'm gonna get rid of the cloud because the cloud may be too big, and I'd like this. Okay, and I've still got this. Am I gonna do anything with it? It's got glue on it. Maybe we put it over here. Okay, that works. How about we connect these two things with it and put the good vibes kind of on top of it. And I'm going to prop it up on, I'll put round ones at the end and the little square ones. So I have used up this, which I got at the Dottie About Fleur crop, and those are on the Dottie About Fleur website as well. And I think I just ordered some more. Okay, so let's do boop, boop, boop. And I have to have some black and white twine, or some twine, and I will choose black and white because I like using it when I've used some black, and I've got a lot of black in the background there. My last one, I used a light aqua background and black matting and a lot of black accents, and oh, it looked beautiful. I don't think there's a color that doesn't pop nicely when paired with black, when accented with black. Okay, so do I want to put it wonky or kind of straight and sort of like this? Go there, and then I'll kind of put this maybe over to this side and just glue it down on there. In fact, I'm going to use some liquid glue, or not. So I need to unplug that, and I'm not inclined to want to do that right now. So I will do that, and then it's really sticking on there, so hopefully I can peel up the backing and have it stay on the paper. It's not cooperating, so maybe I'll enlist the help of my tweezers to kind of tease it up. And then I'm going to do this kind of right there And I think that's parallel with the bottom of the page, and it's kind of interactive with that banner, so that's kind of cool. And so I'll have nothing up here. I don't think we need the cloud. I'll use the cloud for something else. And I've got a flare that maybe I'll just add as another round element up here to kind of help prop that up. I have this tag, which I don't think I need to use. And now we'll get down to some small embellishments. I need to put some gems on it. Oh, I wanted to see if I could use some of this electrical tape. Where is the end of it? Oh, and do I care where the end of it is? It's, I'm just gonna cut this off, and I'll cut that off, and I'm gonna do some and this, I maybe should have peeled that. That has a backing as well. So I'm gonna do this maybe just right here on this pink bit. I kind of like the pluses and percentage signs. So I'm gonna go maybe like that. I tell you what I'll do. I'll put it where I really want it to be. Maybe there and there. And I've got that. And then I'll put this maybe, oops, that moved. Don't want that. I might want this under there and going across from there to there. I kind of like that idea. And I have just a few of these strips that I think are gonna add something to it. And I like the equal and pound signs. So I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna kind of go like that and under there and onto there. Okay, and I didn't get it quite where I wanted it there, but it's close enough for government work. All right, so I have a thing here that says highlights, and that is a, that would make sense here because the highlight of the game is that we won. And then this one says, hey guys, and I kind of like that here because the refs are saying something there. There is, you are a limited edition, and I think I want that here by the, oh, why don't I just put that right here? Maybe wonky, or do I want to try to get it straight? Let me see if I can anyway get that straight. Okay, that worked. Now, jewels. Let's see what kind of gems work best for the colors I have there. there's a lot of gold in there, so why not some gold ones? I'm gonna take these kind of larger-ish ones. That's sticky. I'm gonna maybe put, oh, the stickiness just came off. So I'm not gonna be able to use that one. Let's do this by hand. It comes off better that way, I think. And I'm gonna, well, why don't I just do that? Put them on here. I hope I have enough, the right size, and that I can get them up from the backing with the sticky stuff. So there, and there. Ooh, one more. And there. And then black twine, I want to use it maybe, let's, I did this in another layout, just kind of have it coming down from the twine, or I mean from the flare. And this one I might try to go the other way. Cut a little bit off that. And then there's another flare up here. And I'll just kind of thread that underneath it and kind of do that and there. Okay, and let me see if there's anything else on here. There's a little one that says this. And then there is one that says enjoy. And I'll put that one on that flare. And then I need something on this flare. So much or you. One thing that says, a thing that says you. Well, how about yay? And it's in a little bit different color. So I think that would work, and I'm gonna do this because it's saying yay for the score. And it brings that teal in that's down here. Okay, I'm done. Thank you for watching. It's a lift, and I mentioned at the beginning that it was around the world. So for this stop and around the world was at Banneker High School football stadium for a scrimmage last night. That, in other words, it doesn't count towards the record, but it was a nice win anyway. And Barrett got a few passes. He played his role, a support role. He didn't get any touchdowns, but it was a really good game, and he was a really happy kid. So that's all we cared about. Thank you for watching. Oh, yeah, bye. I did mention that around the world, I probably will have a different travel page sometime tomorrow. I usually, on Sundays, have several pages, but there will be also my design team page for, I guess it needs to be a surprise. And it will also be for around the world. So I'll have 2 around the worlds tomorrow. And one will be that design team, and one will be this Scrap Squad Sunday lift. So pardon me if I get confused. I'm old. Bye.